Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about how to factor difference of squares. And it's pretty much the same method as factoring trinomials. So if you want to watch my video on trinomials, that might be really helpful for you too. I also have a video on perfect squares that you could watch too. Shameless plug. But anyway, so a difference of squares, there are more than one good method that you can use. The method I use is the same as my method for trinomials pretty much, just because then you don't have to remember the method for difference of squares and perfect squares and trinomials. If you just know trinomials, you can do a bit of thinking and apply it to difference of squares too. So let's do x squared minus 4. So you can identify that as a difference of squares just because x squared, that's just x times x. The sign in the middle is negative. There's no x to the power of 1 term, and the number is also a perfect square. 4 is 2 times 2. So you don't have to identify them as difference of squares really to use the method that I'm going to show you. But just FYI, if you see one, that's what it'll look like, always. The sign will never be positive in the middle. And so, to use the method that I talked about for trinomials, well, this isn't a trinomial, right? It's only got 2 terms, which make it a binomial. So we need to add another term for it to be a trinomial. So I'm going to think that this is the same as x squared plus 0x minus 4. Okay? So then I have 3 terms. I'll do product equals and sum equals. Product is the coefficient on x squared times the number 1 times negative 4, be negative 4, and sum is the coefficient on x is 0. What two numbers multiply to negative 4 and add to 0? Positive 2 and negative 2. So instead of writing down 0x again, I'll say that plus 2x minus 2x is the same thing as 0x. My negative 4 and my x squared, I don't have to change those at all, which is good. Okay, so I'll look at my first 2 terms, say what do they have in common? Well, they have x's in them, so let's divide by x. X squared divided by x, sorry, I didn't mean divide by x, I meant factor out x. X squared divided by x is just x. 2x divided by x is just plus 2. Now, if I factor out a 2, I'll be left with, from these guys, I'll be left with negative x minus 2. Not good, because that doesn't match what's in here. But what if I factored out negative 2 instead? Negative 2x divided by negative 2 would be positive x. Negative 4 divided by negative 2 would be positive 2. And then this set of brackets is the same as what's in that set of brackets. It's much better. So what I will do is x times x plus 2 and negative 2 times x plus 2, they both have the x plus 2 in common. So I'm going to factor that out. When I get rid of the x plus 2, I'm left with x. When I get rid of this x plus 2, I'm left with negative 2. And you're done. So the reason it's called a difference of squares is because the signs are the only difference, right? They both have an x, they both have a 2. This one has a positive sign, that one has a negative sign. Different signs in the end means you've had a difference of squares. And like I said, you don't have to identify it as a difference of squares right away to be able to solve it correctly. And so I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.